And then we heard it. The roar of cheers that told us the Roses had walked on stage and the rumble of Manny's bass. The greatest party in the history of the world. And we weren't invited.
Director Matt Whitecross resurrects the spirit of May 1990, just before the World Cup and the invasion of Kuwait, when the Stone Roses played Spike Island outside of Widnes. For those who went, it was the UK's answer to Woodstock, with added smokestacks, chemicals and fishing hats.
Peter, what were you doing in May 1990?
I think I was doing something like that. I think I was in the office. The awful thing is I'd love to pretend that I was, anywhere near Spike Island, but I wasn't. I enjoyed this. I thought it was like a B-side to Shane Meadows' documentary about the Stone Roses. I think it got quite a lot of the atmosphere, quite a lot of the period. I'm very interested now in the 90s. It's interesting to have the 90s enjoying a slight resurgence, I think, a kind of pre-Blair 90s, in the golden age of John Major and Virginia Bottomley, that 90s. I found it summoned up quite a lot of the, I hesitate to say the energy because I'm totally unqualified to talk about the energy, but I think what it had was something of the sentimental euphoria of that kind of music, that kind of guitar band music, which I found utterly distinctive. That sort of, I don't know, tear-jerking music, very emotional, but very, very of its time. And I think
working class yearning.
Yes, a real yearning, but not sad either. Kind of happy in a weird way. And I thought Matt Whitecross did a good job in summoning it up. I'm not quite sure how new this is really, but I thought the acting was very good. As I say, as a way of pastiching the past, I think he did a pretty good job.
It's full of cliche though, isn't
it? It's massive. Oh, the whole thing. It's one massive, baggy, kind of mank cliche. It's fantastic. Although I did like the idea when they were in Widnes that they were suddenly... They weren't in Manchester anymore, they weren't in Kansas anymore, they were in Merseyside, and suddenly they are, this isn't considering these are their people, they find themselves in a foreign country. They found themselves with Scousers, they can't make out what they're saying, the people on the gate are real Scousers and they hate Man U and they hate everybody, and I quite like that. I thought that was very funny.
Catherine, you wanted to go to the Stone Roses concert the other week, didn't you?
Well, I did, but luckily me and Peter live very close to it, so all we needed to do was open our doors. I went onto a railway bridge, and I expect one day somebody will make a film about us. But did you go then? Because you were at college in Manchester.
I was, yeah. I was too busy studying.
Yeah.
Studying to be a doctor.
What's happening?
The wind's changed direction.